Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. We struggle with a lot of things while speaking in English or when we are learning to speak in English, right? We have a lot of questions like, is it okay to speak broken English? Is it okay to speak incorrect English or grammatically wrong English? Is it okay to take a long pause, etc., etc., right? There are lots of questions which we have in our minds, and we start collecting those questions and then we ultimately stop speaking because we feel that whatever we are doing is not going in the right direction or we're not doing it right. So we start having a lot of questions, and those questions are such that it starts building a wall to stop us from speaking in English. So guys, today I'm going to take up this topic and I'm going to talk to you about what you should take care of while having a conversation and what questions you need to avoid thinking, or rather overthinking, to gain fluency and confidence in speaking in English. So basically today I'm going to solve all your queries in this video, so stay tuned. On that note guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, do write your comments in the comment section, and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. By the way, you can browse my playlist and see what helps you. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. So let's get started with today's topic. So today I'm going to touch the very basics of English communication. I'm just going to help you with some fundamental things which you need to take care of while having a conversation or while speaking in English, right? So we have a lot of questions in mind. We start thinking about a lot of things. First one is whether we are speaking correct English or grammatically correct English. Okay, this is the first thought we start having, or we start questioning ourselves whether our sentences are correct or not. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this first. Guys, the first thing I would recommend you is to speak. I see a lot of comments in my comment section also. Some people have really good English and some people are struggling to write. But still, kudos to them that they made it a point that they write something in my comment section. I'm really proud of them. So that is what you have to do. Whether you speak right English or wrong English according to you, which means grammatically correct sentences or grammatically wrong sentences, doesn't matter at this point when you are beginning. So keep on speaking and keep on writing. That doesn't mean you will never improve, or that doesn't mean that you will pick up wrong English and you will start speaking that forever in your life. No, that doesn't happen. That is not language learning. Other things we learn in this way and then we have to correct ourselves, but in language learning, definitely once you start picking up, once you start understanding, once you start making sentences, you will start improving on your sentences as well. You'll think of speaking it in some other ways as well. You'll start picking up sentences from while listening to something. You'll start picking up sentences from other people also, how they say this. So it's not that difficult. I have picked up a lot of sentences. I also go out and speak to people. I find something very interesting, some good sentences, cool, nice sentences. I come and speak about it, or I also use that sentence. So this is a continuous learning process. It's not that once you learn it, it stops. No, it is a continuous process. One single sentence or one single idea we can convey in different ways, many different ways. You know that, right? I have already spoken to you many times about it. So that is why at this point of time, I would suggest don't care about your incorrect or grammatically wrong English. Whatever you can, start speaking. Start gaining confidence in your English speaking. You will realize that you are making wrong sentences. Try taking help from any AIs which are available. Gemini is there in your phone, right? Meta AI is there in your phone. Copilot is there on your laptop. Microsoft, right? So you can utilize these stuffs, guys. Nowadays things have become much easier. We are in the age of technology. We are in the age of AI, artificial intelligence, where things have become so easy that we can immediately, whenever we feel there is something wrong or we are stuck somewhere, we can take help, right? So start using these things and start correcting yourself on your own, but don't give up. Keep on doing it. Keep on making sentences. Keep on speaking. Okay, so this is going to help you. So this is the first thing I wanted to talk to you about. Second thing is, I speak broken English, right? Many of us are not very fluent, right? And they've just started to speak in English. So at times they speak broken English. Now what is this broken English? Broken English means maybe they are not able to complete the sentence. Maybe they're not able to speak the exact words. So, here and there, some mistakes they do, and probably their sentences or their speech doesn't give a clear idea of what they are thinking or what they want to convey. Okay, so this is called broken English. Now, is it okay to speak broken English? Absolutely, it is absolutely okay to speak broken English. But I would suggest one thing here. If you're speaking broken English and if you see that if a person listening to your speech or listening or having a conversation with you is not able to understand, make it a point that you try to make him or her understand what you're trying to say. And you can definitely do it. I am very sure about it. I have seen examples. I'll give you an example here. I see people in my company who don't speak fluent English, they're not very fluent in English. They speak a little broken English with an accent. They have an accent, they speak a little broken English. Okay, but when it's time to get on a call with a client who sits in US and UK and other parts of the world, which they have to speak in English, they just make sure that whatever they're saying, they make the client understand their point. Whether it takes half an hour or an hour, they are on a call and they make sure that they make the client understand their point. Okay, instead of speaking in 2 sentences, they probably speak 4 to 5 sentences about it. But the client also understands them because these are technical people, right? So that's what. You can also speak about it. If you know something, if you are speaking about something which you know very well, definitely you will be able to make sure you'll be able to make others understand your point. So that is why don't get scared. Don't be ashamed of what you are saying and don't stop there. You keep on going. Keep going. Keep speaking till the time the others understand what you're trying to say. And once you start doing that, it will help you a lot in your next conversation. Yes, because that will help you to gain confidence and you will also get an idea about, yes, you're able to make your point, which will help you to boost up your confidence. And next time when you're having a conversation, definitely you are going to improve on it. Okay, so this is one thing. And to avoid broken English, the one thing I would suggest here is if you're prepared on a topic, if you're prepared of what you have to say, if you have ideas, if you collect your ideas together, and if you have practiced it, definitely you are going to improve. You'll probably be able to speak better English this time. So try this also and you will see the difference. I'm very sure if you practice well or if you prepare it beforehand, and when you speak, you will be in much better position to speak about it. Okay. So give it a try and see if it is helping you. Okay. The third problem is we feel that whether it is okay to take a long pause while speaking in English. Now, basically, why we take a long pause? When we forget a word, when we forget something, we forget our ideas, we forget the sentences, and we look for something like what we should say, we take a pause. Okay, now, it is okay to take a small pause while speaking. Okay, but taking a long pause doesn't make sense. It is not ideal to take a long pause. Okay, so what you can do here is taking a short pause is okay, but we should always try to avoid long pauses. Long pauses means you don't know, you're short of words, you don't know what to say, right? You're not able to express yourself at that point of time. That is why you have stopped. Okay, so whenever you practice English speaking, you make it a point that when you forget something, when you have to take a long pause, how do you avoid that? Right? So, what we can do here is, if we feel that, talking on a certain topic, we know we don't have much to say about it, be short and simple. Complete your answer in 1 or 2 sentences only instead of going on and on, right? And then forgetting things. So when you're not sure about something, when you know that you are not gonna take it ahead for a long time, keep it short. Speak for a short duration. Speak small sentences, few sentences only, and stop. It's not necessary you have to describe the whole event, the whole experience, the whole thing. You can just tell the overall experience, right? If you're not confident of describing the whole incident in English. So do this instead of taking a long pause. And taking a short pause is okay. Whenever you are speaking, you can just take a small pause to collect your ideas, to collect words, and to frame sentences. Okay, that is absolutely okay and permissible. But taking a long pause is not good. So we should avoid that. And the fourth question is, I have a mother tongue influence. What do I do? Right, this is also another question which is there. So for the mother tongue influence for people who are having mother tongue influence or MTI, they have to work on their pronunciation more. So here they have to pay more attention to the pronunciation. They have to listen a lot, they have to shadow, they have to practice shadowing exercises, they have to practice speak with me or repeat with me exercises. They have to do these things a lot. Whenever they are listening to anything, they should start speaking so that, they know if they're speaking the right word or if they're pronouncing the words right. So for people who have mother tongue influence, they have to take a little extra effort in helping themselves with their pronunciation. So they have to do a lot of exercises wherein they have to speak with the person, repeat after the person, or shadow with the person to correct their pronunciation. Okay, they should listen to words. If they're speaking something and they feel that they're not pronouncing it right, they can go to Google also and listen to the pronunciation. They can repeat that as well. As I spoke about the AI thing, there are lots of AIs available in your phone, on your laptop. You can start taking help from them to correct your MTI. It is not impossible. It is not impossible, right? If you start speaking with people, so it's basically, we speak in Hindi or we speak in a regional language, and we speak English in the same accent, which means we are not very comfortable with speaking in English how the language is spoken. So that is why we pick on the accent, our accent, and speak in English. So to correct that, we have to practice shadowing exercise and speak with me and repeat after me exercises. So, or whenever you're watching something, listening to something, you have to speak along or you have to repeat the dialogues to get that accent. Okay, so the rhythm, the intonation, the articulation is very important for every language. When you're speaking a language, it has to be in its own accent. Okay, so that is why the pronunciation and how the language is spoken and what accent the language is spoken is very essential. So that you need to correct. A little accent is okay because Russians also speak English in an accent. Italians also speak English in an accent. French also speak English in their own accent. Even US and UK accents are different. Indian accent is different. But a bit is okay. Little bit of MTI is fine. But we need to try working on it to improve. We can improve. We are human beings. We have sharp minds. We can pick up anything and we can grasp anything. And we can do wonders. So why we can't correct our MTI or mother tongue influence? We should try working on it and definitely it's going to improve. But to have an accent or to have mother tongue influence is okay to a certain limit, but we need to correct that. That doesn't seem very good and it disconnects the audience as well. So that is why we need to improve on it. So this is another question which I wanted to answer in this session. Apart from this, you need to focus on practicing. Practice English speaking, whatever topic, whatever conversation, whatever thing you see, just start describing it. Just start talking about it. Talk about anything and everything. You don't have to search for a topic and speak on it. It's there everywhere around you. You can describe anything. You can talk about anything and everything. When you meet your friends, you don't come up with a topic to talk to them, right? This topic comes up. So that is how you have to be in a position, or you have to make yourself in a position that you start speaking in English. Okay, make it a habit of speaking. Whatever you are thinking, just speak in English. Whatever you are eating, speak in English. Whatever you are doing, speak in English about it. Whatever you are planning, speak in English about it. You can't talk to your family members in English, I understand that. But you can speak to yourself about it, right? You can go and speak to your friends about it. You can video record it. You can do mirror talk about it, right? These are not restricted. You can do that. Find people who want to speak in English and improve their English. Make a WhatsApp group. Make a group on Facebook, on Messenger, or any other platform and start talking to them in English. Make it a point that, at this time, we all are going to have a video call and we'll speak in English about it. It's as simple as that. You can find people. That's not a big deal. You can talk to your friends. You can, when you're in college or in office also, at some point of time, you make sure that, when you gather together, when you are there during lunch or when you're walking with them or you're having snacks or having a break with them, try to speak in English about anything, right? And see if you can pick up people who are really interested in improving their English and speak to them on these topics or on anything, right? It is not difficult, guys. You have to take initiative. You have to take efforts. And whenever you get any opportunity in office, in college, at home or anywhere else, take that opportunity and start to speak in English in front of people, right? You can order food online in English. You can book an appointment in English. You can go and talk to your doctor in English, right? You can go and talk to your professors in English, your managers in English. There are lots of things. You can organize a birthday party. You can come up with a small game which you can just organize in English, right? There are lots of things you can do. So start coming up with these things to improve on your English. If you start speaking in English, if you start taking up opportunities, if you start becoming fluent, becoming confident in speaking in English, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about whether your English is correct or not, whether your sentences are correct or not, whether you have MTI, whether your pronunciation is right or wrong, whether you speak broken English or you're taking a long pause. Okay, everything will be corrected. Everything will fall in place. And listen to stuffs in English. That is also very important. To correct your English, you have to listen a lot in English. You have to focus while listening. So these are the things you have to take care of to improve your English speaking. So and definitely your English is going to improve. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care. And don't forget to like my video.